Hey, good morning, y'all. So we're back, and we have some new parts. Unfortunately, I did break these off of the last attempt, so we're just gonna try it again. I mean, it's gonna work eventually. So let's get to it. New package. Alright, so I did sand these down a little bit. Those little holes had a little ridge on it, I think was making it really hard for these to get in there. So we're going to try it again. This time, let's make sure, yeah. Got the numbers out. No RTV, no lubricant, just trying to see if we can't get this in here. Come on. Ooh, we got one. We got one. Quarter of the way there. That seems to be more stressful than it should be. They get it? We got it! Woo! Halfway there, halfway. You don't know how excited I am about that. I did not realize that part would be so stressful. Come on now. Oh. 3/4. One more to go. It's the little one. The one that's most likely to snap. Oh, I think we got it. Woo! We got it. We got it. Small miracles. All right. Woohoo! It's coffee time. That's a success right there. We're gonna just enjoy that for a second. Alright, next I think we're going to set these guys. So what I'm going to do is just use some Permatex. Just put it along the bottom there, just to stick it to the bottom of the engine there so it doesn't move around on install. All right, but before we do that, we got to put some, we're going to use Ultra Black in the corners. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna put just like a little swipe of silicone here and here. This is probably gonna be just fine, but I don't know. It's gonna make me feel better. It's going to make me feel just a little bit better. Not really trying to fill this whole thing. That's not what I was trying to do. Let me pull some of that out. Just wanted to swipe. Aha! You guys there? They are right there. They're right here. We're okay. Everything is fine. It's fine. Let's put them right there. That way we can see them. I'm going to cut this little nubbin off now that it's through, because it's interfering with that bolt and I don't want to break it off. So I'm just slowly gonna cut this thing off, get it out of my way. No, don't go down. Tweezers. Who's got tweezers? Alright. Unfortunately, this bolt right here, definitely cross-threaded. But it's in now. So we're gonna leave it there. We'll deal with that another day. Let's see here. 15 pounds it says for oil pan. Do I have that? Oh, that's the wrong size. Wrong side. Oil pan on. It seemed like harder than it was supposed to be. Maybe because it took like several days and like 15 attempts. And I stripped this bolt. Sucks. But so be it. hopefully it's sealed, and quite honestly, we don't have to take this apart like for a long time. All right, next. All right, let's rotate it. That's exciting. Had this in there to hold my oil pump drive in place, so looks like it's still there. Alright, let's take a quick look. But before we do that, I got to get rid of these tabs. These tabs are for holding down the cork gaskets, which I don't have and we're not going to use, so I got to get rid of those. Just making sure they don't go flying into the engine somewhere when I cut them off. All right, here's the manifold. Pretty excited about it. Let's go ahead and do a test fit. I don't have the, looks pretty cool, but I don't have the gaskets on it. It actually looks like it's lining up perfectly, so that's fantastic. I'm going to grab the gaskets and we'll put it back on one more time. All right, still looks good. Thing looks nice. I did have a hard time finding the fittings for these guys, and one back here as well. I finally did find all three at Granger, and I'll put up the specs for that. But I was happy to find them. So I was concerned about this. Am I going to be able to get it all the way around? And it looks like I am. So, I don't know, do I even need to take it off? I'm going to. I'm going to anyway, just because it's what I think I should do. I got a pretty good sized gap back here, and I don't have the cork. So I'm going to draw a little line here in Sharpie, just so I know where my silicone is going to go. And this one is pretty clear up front. So I just wanted to take a quick break for a second and ask this question, because honestly it perplexed me a little bit. I even looked it up online and couldn't really find the answer. When I have the engine open like this, usually I'm going to go ahead and set the lash on the push rods and everything and make sure that that's all right. And on a Chevrolet, they've got nuts on all the rockers. You know, that's kind of your adjustment point here. But on this engine, I don't see any adjustment point. I mean, there's the lifters, push rods, and it goes right to this rail. And the rail just looks like it's locked down. So I'm not sure how you would adjust that. Luckily, I mean, the engine was running just fine when we pulled it, you know, so I'm not worried about it, but I'm super curious. If you guys know how you would adjust the lash on this 318 stock heads, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear about it, because I just don't see any adjustment points here. So anyway, if you know, please let me know, because I find that pretty curious. All right, let's lock down this intake. All right, I think the first step for me is I'm going to put a little gasket sealant on the back of these guys, just so they stay in place while I'm putting it on. I don't think it's going to hurt anything, so. All right, those are on. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the blob. Do the blob here, do the blob here, and then we'll do around all the holes, and then I think we're going to go for it. Do a quick double stack just in case. I did have a pretty good sized gap there. All right, I think we're pretty good on the blobs. I'm gonna just do a quick swipe around all the holes. Alright, I have contact all the way around. Both holes look good. This one's just not feeling right. It looks good, but it's like it's hitting this very edge of that. I'm going to get all the rest in, and then if I got to trim that, I will. Because everything else seems to be lining up pretty good. This is my problem right here. See how it's hitting. It's hitting right there. I want to get this tightened down. Alright, I'm going to lock everything else down because I don't want this silicone to dry too much before we get there. 35 foot-pounds, I think. These guys are going to be kind of a pain, so I'm really more concerned about the ends. All right, now at least it's properly squished. And now I can concentrate on this. Ooh, it's close. It's close. A little more right there. Just a little more. Forgot the tape. Forgot the tape again. All right. The other thing I can do is just pull that down just a little bit. I'll be right back. Yep, that happened. File was deleted, so I don't have anything to show you there. But the result of which is it's all together, so that's pretty great. Excited about that. Let's see, what was cut off of the video? I think we didn't finalize this guy, maybe. So this got resolved. I did have to take some out of the intake here. And I also ended up shaving down some of the washer as well, so I could finally get it to seat properly. But otherwise, intake is on. All the accessories, not accessories, but water pump, timing cover is all on, timing chains replaced. Yeah, we're ready for paint, which is very exciting, and we'll take care of that on the next episode for sure. It's not getting too much cooler here, but we're going to go for it anyway. So anyway, that's going to call it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments, concerns, feel free to put them in the chat, and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Again, appreciate all your time, and we'll see you next time.